because spring is in the air, and welcome to the next episode of the 1993 Nordonia Open. Now, let's go and spring into some action with your hosts, Brian and Jamal.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in today. We have two wonderful golfers named...
We have Brad Cashion and Colin Murphy in Game 5 of the first round.
Hope you stay tuned to see the next game.
Well, now here are the pregame interviews. Our first contestant here is Colin Murphy. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so I have a couple questions about this. You going into the tournament very excited?
Yes, I'm looking for many future rounds, sir.
All right, so have you played this course before, personally yourself?
Yeah, I came over here a couple weeks ago to practice with a few of my friends.
Well, let's hope the practice pays off.
I hope so.
Our second contestant today, Brad Cashion. Do you have any special strategies for today?
Well, I plan to go out there and get off to a quick start. I don't plan on lingering. I want to get out there, jump all over my opponent, and put him away early. I figure if I can put him away and shut the door, I won't have to worry about anything down the road, you know.
Well, let's go to hole one and see what happens.
All right, this is the coin flip to determine whether the person shall go first or second in the first hole. Okay, Brad, since your name was drawn earlier in the lottery, you get to call the coin in the air. Heads is the eagle. Tails is no cash value. Please, Brad, please call it in the air.
Heads.
Heads is called. It is tails, no cash value. Colin,
Yes.
would you prefer to go first or second in the first hole?
I would like to go second, sir.
All right, thank you.
Okay. We're starting here at hole one. It's a very simple bank off the shot wall and then hole in. Brad's warming up here.
By the way, throughout the game, Brad will be using the blue ball, and it bounces off the brick, but it takes a double bounce. Not a very effective bounce for Brad.
Now Colin's in a weird situation. He might accidentally hit the blue ball.
Well, he shoots it, gets by, good narrow bounce. Oh, off the crooked side, bounces back on the wall, but definitely a lot closer for Colin.
Okay, now Brad has a straight, easy shot for the hole.
But he is standing on he putts. He's gonna miss to left, bounces. Oh, it's stuck in the water tower. We're gonna have to spot it. Spot, bro, I'm a lot closer. Anyway, Colin sets up, he shoots. He's a little short, left foot's in. Now Brad will try for three in a very...
At the end of the first hole, it's Brad Cashion 3, Colin Murphy 2, with Colin Murphy getting ready to tee off on hole 2.
Putts.
It goes off the wall.
Double bank. Just barely hit the curve, then hit the brick V. And resulted in a fairly poor first shot compared to others we've seen.
Now after seeing that first shot, Brad chooses to go to the very outer hole.
All right, he's setting up. Okay, he's doing a little rubber stretch. He
hits
putts,
it.
clears the V, bounces off the white wall, misses, bounces off the walls, but he's a heck of a lot closer. Wait, don't go yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Colin finds he doesn't need a spot. He's looking straight on. It's a long putt. He putts. It's going to be a little to the left. The bounce doesn't give him much help.
Brad's lining up an easy putt. Oh, with the weird stance.
It's
in.
in.
Colin's got a nice, easy shot.
It putts, it's in.
At the end of the second hole, it's Brad Cashion 5, Colin Murphy 5, with Brad Cashion teeing off in hole 3. This hole is brought to you by Northfield Drug in Northfield Center, Ohio.
Right here we see Patty Traber, one of our contestants for Game 6, which will be coming immediately following Game 5, which is currently tied 5-5. Okay, we got ourselves a fair exciting match. Brad chooses the center, chooses a fairly wide angle.
Well, it goes off, and it's going towards the hole.
Rebound helps him a little. And now Colin. Okay, Brad, being careful, takes the outermost hole. Putts, bounce off the brick. Won't miss the hole. It'll bounce back on the rebound, circularly, a little farther than Brad's.
Okay, Colin's going for a good shot. And it
Shoots it off to the left. Brad said this is his chance to capitalize. He puts it. It's a little in. A slight bit short, but it had enough oomph.
Okay, Colin's going right now.
Going for number 3. Fairly short. Shoots. It's in.
Well, Brad Cashion got 2 on that hole, while Colin Murphy got 3. So Brad Cashion jumps to the lead, 7-8. And now on to hole 4.
How about a quick strategy on the Bridge Street hole?
Okay. I think you should knock it off of the wood and go into the hole. Brad, get going.
All right, well, there is a 1-minute time limit on each of our golfers. A failure is extra stroke. Puts it off the wood. It bounces. It rolls. It's going to be a little to the right, but it's real close for a fairly easy 2. Colin's taking his shot, and he's concentrating. He putts it, hits it off the bricks. It deadens the shot,
Not
and
as
it's
much speed.
and a little more to the right. Colin, straight shot, hits it.
It's
Up
good.
in. Kisses the ball for good luck. Brad. Yep, that was 2. Brad taking a look, measuring the wind, but I think the air conditioning's kind of off today, so that wouldn't be a factor. Tests the grain,
And he
puts
puts
it
it
in.
Okay, this.
Well, in hole 4, they both scored a 2, but that still leaves Brad Cashion ahead, 9-10. Let's go on to hole number 5. This hole is brought to you by Northfield Florist in Northfield Center, Ohio.
Hole. The barn here blocks your shot, so you can't see. It comes down this hill, which goes down. And usually our golfers always hit this wall and bank off. Usually more this way instead of in there. If you time the shot right and just get it very softly, it'll get down the hill and roll right to the hole. Brad uses the very left hole, okay? He hits it. Okay, it's coming down the hill. It's picking up a little momentum.
Good, a little to the left, and it rolls, stops fairly good.
Colin uses the middle hole here.
He putts.
Whoa.
A lot of speed, goes down the hill, off the bounce, bad angle. Let's see how good it'll come on the rebound.
Not very well.
Time in and time out. This hole will determine the better long distance putter. Therefore, a lead could increase or decrease or change. Colin putts it. It should be good. Great long distance putt.
Okay, Brad's getting.
Right now, you got it.
Okay, Brad's getting a little nervous here. He needs his shot right now.
Hits
It goes off the putter
it's
head. It's in.
Well, another even hole over here. Brad Cashion with 2 and Colin Murphy with 2, but Brad still leads by 1. Let's go to hole 6. This hole is brought to you by Our Gang Beverage in Northfield Center, Ohio.
This hole is called long drive, hole number 6, okay? As you see, as you come up to there, there's a two-way split. One's the outer lane and one's the inner lane. The inner lane would be a good shot to get it right to the hole. As you go up, you must make it up the hill or roll back down. And here's the hole.
So Brad's taking a shot here.
Okay. He's lining up the ball right here. It looks like he's going for the inner lane.
Oh, he hits
Shanks.
Shanks, outer lane, and he's right by the wooden triangle.
The brick triangle.
And now Murphy will take his shot at it. If he could get onto the top surface, that would be... He puts it hard up the inner lane, bounces,
Just up.
and he's... Brad going up for shot 2. He gets up the hill, the bounce, just
Stays
rolls
around
around
the
the rim. Oh, a good rollback on his part.
Colin has a nice, easy, straight shot here. And he
He's
does put it
in.
in.
Brad,
Okay, Brad.
that roll was nice to him in the second shot, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. But too bad he's going to lose a stroke on this hole.
Yeah, but he gets it in.
Well, Colin Murphy only got 2 on that one, by Brad got 3, so we're in a dead equal tie, 14-14 at the end of 6, with Colin Murphy teeing off hole 7.
Still, gentlemen. Hole number 7, putter drive. Home of very many hole-in-ones and that controversial. Puts it up. Good bank. It's off the rebound. It's in. Hole-in-one. Woo! And let's get an instant replay on that sweet single shotter. Well, tough act to follow.
Well, if you look at Brad, remember that when he came and commentated, he was talking about how he's going to
Goes up, hits the green, and he's stuck in the corner trying to go for 2.
Right now, he's really losing bad. I don't think he knew what he was up against.
Brad's accusing you of talking trash. What are you going to do about it?
He's
Well, he
the one
putts
talking
and he's
trash.
off to the left.
Who's talking? As you can see, that little piece of thing hanging over from Jay Fetzler's shot.
It's in 3, barely to the left.
Well, with that hole-in-one by Colin Murphy, he's got a 2-stroke lead now on Brad Cashion as we head into hole number 8. This hole is brought to you by Summit Video in Northfield Center, Ohio. Stop in and say hi to Laura and Chris.
Putting with a 2-stroke lead after that hole-in-one. He putts, he goes in between the bricks, rolls down the hill, he bounces off the bricks. How close does he get? Real close, but it curves a little to the left. Well, Brad.
We need the miracle right now.
Yeah. Our commentator from Game 3 hits it. He goes to outside the bricks, bounce off the wall. It's going to be a little far. Bounces off the wall. He's farther.
Brad's lining up here.
Straight shot. It's
In!
in! Colin's also trying to even the two here with a very short putt. He hits it, it's in.
Well, at the end of 8, with Brad and Colin both getting the same scores of 2 each, Colin still leads 17-19 with Colin leading off and going into hole number 9.
Well, golfers support each other, and earlier today, Dan Williams, person who won the first game in the first round, showed up, watched a couple holes, see how the action was going.
Okay, Colin's getting ready. Do you think he's gonna go for the hole through the tunnel, or?
Not on the left shot. If the center, that was a possibility. He shoots, he does the bank like I predicted. Banks off the other wall. Ooh, he's fairly close, in line. Now Brad has 2-stroke lead. No, he's down by 2.
Hey, Brad.
These people are more than golfers, they're socialists. He shoots off the trajectory rebound. It rolls. Well, Colin has a fairly easy shot, 2. Hits it a little
just
short and
up
to the left. No. Brad goes.
Can't do that.
That's the rules. Yeah, Brad could cut it down from a 2-stroke deficit to a 1 if he sinks this in 2. Hits it off
Just
to the
right.
right. Yeah. Well, before he could have caught up. Now it's just try to keep pace for this hole. He shoots. He's off. Ew, in. That was real close there. And now Colin will just tap it in to even out the hole here, as I predicted.
Well, at the end of 9 holes, it's Brad Cashion got 3 on that one. Colin Murphy got 3 on that one. So Colin Murphy is still leading. And now let's go to the halftime interview with Jamal Nickens. Jamal?
Okay, you're down by 2 strokes, which isn't very much. Is there any special strategy you're going to have to use to get back those 2 strokes?
Well, obviously, I'll have to rethink my game plan. Pre-game, I thought I could do better than this. I thought I'd have a lead by now. But unfortunately, my competitor was a little more worthy than I thought so. So I'll have to reevaluate my game, come up with some different strategies, concentrate a little more, have a little more stronger game plan, and hopefully everything will come around for me.
Have you ever seen these last 9 holes before? Do you think they're really tough, or do you think they're pretty easy?
I think for somebody of my caliber player, I should be all right. I mean, I've obviously viewed them before, practiced them many a time, and I should have no problem. Whereas my competitor, I imagine by the time we get to the 17th, 18th hole, he may be a little surprised by some of the changes they've made. So hopefully that'll work to my advantage.
Okay, this.
So, Colin, this is pretty amazing. You're up by 2 strokes, and you're beating a guest commentator from earlier. How do you feel?
Well, I feel pretty confident now since he has had a chance to look over the course before, as you said, as a guest commentator. But I still have to make sure that, as you say, he is a very good player, and I've got to keep my guard up.
All right, as are all. Oh, by the way, I noticed like every time you make a good shot, you always kiss your ball. Could you explain that good luck charm thing?
Well, I'd just like to say I'm thinking of somebody special.
All right. Well, obviously that somebody special is inspiring you to a current 2-stroke lead.
Yes, I'm very grateful for them.
All right, let's go to hole 10.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. So first 9 holes, yeah, I'm surprised the commentator's down by 2.
I don't know. I think he has a good chance of coming back, like you said.
Yeah, but Colin's inspired by the person he's thinking about when he kisses the ball.
Well, let's go see.
All right. You want to make any comment about that paddle wheel in the middle?
No, because it doesn't work.
So just really a fake obstacle. Colin lines up.
Will he stay around the wall, or will he?
He
Bank
puts
it
it
off.
good. It's a hard bank, and he does get a fairly good shot, fairly close for two. So Brad lines up in the center. Shoots. It bounces off the wall. It just rolls around like most of the other contestants, and he's just about the same distance Colin is. Well, after further inspection, Brad's a slight bit farther. He has a weird stance. He shoots. He's a little short. Well, he put his foot on the wall, and it might have distracted his normally clean shot. Colin will try to add another stroke to his lead. He hits it in. All right, and we have a personal favor here by Patty rooting for Brad, and he hits it in.
Well, Colin got a 2 on that hole, and Brad got a 3. So Colin stretches his lead. It's now 22 for Colin and 25 for Brad. Let's get over to hole 11. This hole is brought to you by Sagamore Quick Check in Sagamore Hills, Ohio.
Number 11, Lattice Way.
Well, he bounced. Good. First time that happened, took a wide angle, didn't get a good bounce. Colin admits he was too hard on the shot putt. Brad, he's got to start moving, down by 3. Takes his left hole. He shoots. Oh, he's stuck under the barrel.
They're rubbing it in.
Here's the shot before the spot. No. And here it is after the spot. However, it is on a hill, so I shall let go of the ball, and wherever it may go, it may go. Now respot from the border. And the spots helped out his cause a lot.
Brad's getting ready to go here.
Foot on the ramp. He shoots. He's just tries to go for a 3. Well, Colin further away tries to sink it in for 2.
And
He goes. He's
done.
in.
I wonder what Brad was talking about. He needs to
He's
start
in.
doing it right now.
Well, Colin with a 2 has stretched his lead to 4. Over Brad, he now leads 24 to 28. Let's go on to hole 12 and see what happens. This hole is brought to you by the Cannery Restaurant in Sagamore Hills, Ohio.
Colin shoots off the brick. It's a fairly good bounce. Should get a 2 if he has good timing.
Now, there's a time for Brad to really get a whole stroke on here, because it's an easy hole in one hole right here.
Not really, because it's very hard to predict the timing. Anyway, he bounces it off the brick. Off the wood, off the brick. It's in!
As I said, Brian.
Great timing, great aim. And let's see that great aim, great time shot on instant replay. he hits it in.
I guess that Brad examined this hole very thoroughly.
And we're going on to hole lucky 13.
Wow, that was a good hole for Brad with that hole in one. And he cut that lead down. And now Colin only leads by 3 with Brad teeing off on hole 13.
This is hole lucky number 13, and we shall hand the mic over to the king of the hill, Jamal, for his exclusive total commentary.
This is the first bird's eye view of hole number 13. Let's go see Brad lead off the hole. Brad hits it. Very soft. Oh, just hits the wall. Will it keep it up there? Yes. Okay. Colin having a little trouble to put his ball in the hole. He swings and hits it. It hits the thing. Hits Brad's ball. He gets him closer. It's 6 Colin ball behind the wall. This is the luck Brad's been waiting for. Okay, we couldn't get the club loop spot because of that one hill, so we had to put him right at the edge of the hole. He hits it at a weird angle. It goes right to the mountain. Okay, Colin's going up again. Okay, Colin's going. I don't think the blue ball's a factor in this shot right here. He hits it, and it's in. Okay, I think Brad can earn 2 strokes here. And he does.
Well, after hole 13, Brad gains another stroke. It's now Colin 29 and Brad 31, and Brad is still in control. Let's go to hole 14. This hole is brought to you by the Fireplace Shop in Northfield Center, Ohio.
Okay, this hole is named Rock Canyon. Okay, as you walk through here, there's 2 big walls of rocks. Okay, then there's a little passageway where you can go up the ramp and come down. It doesn't look like it'll hit you to the hole, but it will give you a very second good shot. And then here's some pretty flowers.
You're on.
Well, Brad's taking his first shot here on 14, and
He goes for the ramp.
yep, and he's a little short.
Down.
Nice try though. First time we've seen that.
Now, it looks like the blue ball is a big problem for the orange ball.
That is, if he chooses to go the ramp way. Instead goes the traditional way around the boards, just basically circles, little curve. Definitely like Holin Murphy.
Okay, now Brad, this is gonna be a weird situation. Will he go
He's
for
gonna ramp.
Yes.
It's good. It bounces back. It
Oh.
should get him a good 3 though. And the Peter
Okay, Colin's going for a shot right now.
trying to buff up his lead. He's
in.
in.
Okay, Brad's going for hole in 3. And
It's in. Well, he recovered good.
Well, Colin made a little move there. He got 2, Brad got 3. So now the score is Colin 31, Brad 34, but Colin's in charge. Let's go to hole 15.
And he's got 31. He has a chance to break the course record in tournament play, which was 41 set by, I think, both Williams and well, he shoots. Oh, bounces
tried
off
for
the
the
ramp.
ramp.
Bounces fairly good.
Well, how can Soldier not with
Well,
3 holes in 1?
He gets it. He rolls
No, no.
down the hill.
Oh,
It's in hole in 1. Woo!
Instant replay.
Yeah. Here.
Okay. You hit it. This is a very exciting game.
It's to the left!
I think Brad did examine those holes very thoroughly.
Well, he's going for a shot off to the right! Brad's one happy camper here.
I tell you what, Brian, if Colin wasn't such a good friend of mine, I might be very happy this moment. But right now, I'm more concerned about how Colin's feeling. I hope he takes this all right, and I hope we can finish these holes on a good game.
All right, well, there you hear it here. Colin, those are breaks, but you've earned a big buffer, so that might not hurt you.
Wow, what a hole that was. Hole 15 was really great. Brad got another hole in 1. Colin got a 4. And going into 16, it's tied up at 35. 35 with Brad teeing off on hole 16.
35, so that hole may have not just hurt his heart. Well, Brad shoots it off the wall. It rolls up.
Just nice.
Good 2 coming up. Colin, luckily.
Colin doesn't want to hit the blue ball and make a mistake like he did on that other hole.
Well, he shoots it up the ramp. It's good. Bounces. He's a little farther. Well, Colin, this is going to be big putt right here. He shoots it.
It's in.
Brad also taking it, testing the green. He
in.
makes it.
Well, hole 16 sees them both tied with 2 each. So that total still stands 37-37. Let's go to hole 17 and see if things change. Brad, it's your shot.
37-37. I'll tell you one thing. Even the loser will have a good chance if there's a wild card coming up. Well, Brad
it still gets under. It's coming back.
Rebounds half the distance to the hole. So Colin is using the center. Let's see how he'll aim.
Go straight
Hits
to the
it
hole.
right. It's straight. It's off to the right. Bounces. He gets closer.
Here's a pressure shot right now. Because if he hits this, it puts a lot of pressure on Colin.
It's tied. It's pretty. He shoots it. He's in. Little less pep than most shots, but it falls in.
Okay, Colin has to hit this because the next shot's a hard shot.
Notice
to hit.
Colin's the first lefty we saw. Shoots
It's
in.
good.
Hey. What's that? Oh.
Well, after 17 holes, it can't get much closer than this. Brad Cashion got 2 on that, and Colin Murphy got 2. And the score remains tied at 39-39. Let's get over to that big 18.
We're here at the ball muncher hole, and our 2 contestants are tied right now. Here's the envelope pool.
Tied 39-39, and we shall now ask our contestants to pull one of the envelopes. If you make the skill shot, it's worth 1 stroke. If you miss, it'll be worth the value of the value on the piece of paper, which is in the remaining envelope. Okay, gentlemen, please pick your envelopes. This is the value of a missed hole. Fairly simple proposition. Both make it, extra holes. Both miss it, extra holes. One makes it, one misses it. The one who makes it wins. Hey,
Brad shoots it hard. It just bounces off. It's rolling back down.
Yes!
In.
Rolls in! Brad, first one to make the skill shot. Let's see that instant replay, that skill shot. Now. shot or go home. He shoots it. It was a bad tap. It rolls up the hill.
Not all the way up the hill.
It rolls back down. And Brad wins it by the skill shot.
Wait, how many points does Don get?
Oh, by the way, the value of a missed stroke. This will be important when determining the wild card, if we have one. 2 strokes. The value of a miss was 2 strokes.
Wow. On that skill shot, Brad Cashion with that hole-in-one gets a 40, and Colin Murphy, he got 2. He gets a 41. So the winner is Brad Cashion. Let's go over it right now and talk to Jamal and Colin.
I don't believe it. Lost by 1 stroke, 40 to 41, on a skill shot by Brad, the only person who have made it so far. That's got to be crushing.
Well, it hurts a lot, but I couldn't lose to a nicer guy. It was a great competition, and I'm glad to participate. Hopefully I'll be able to come back in the wild card round.
Yeah, that is a good score. 41, I think you're now the lowest person.
Thank you very much.
Oh, one more suggestion. I think maybe you should have kissed your ball goodbye, because that is the ball muncher.
Yeah, that was a rough shot. I wish I could have had a better shot, but those are the breaks.
Well, you made a very enjoyable game here, and if the wild card comes around, if we need one, I'll see you then. But until then, have a good life and have a good golf career later.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Brad, you're the first person to ever hit that 18th hole shot. How do you feel about that?
Well, it feels good to have made the shot, but I really wish we could have gone to overtime. I feel that me and Colin had a good game. It's a shame they had to come down on something of such a chance like that.
Okay. Do you have you found any tricks or strategies you might use in the next round?
I don't want to reveal any secrets right now. I want to keep them all to myself, you know.
How do you feel about winning this game?
I feel good. I'm tired, worn out, long game, and I'm gonna go home, rest up, and heal all my injuries and stuff, and be ready for the next game.
Okay, get that rest, and we'll see you next round.
All right, see you later, Jamal.
Okay, Brian, I finally had a winner.
Oh, that's good job, Jamal. And finally, the skill shot finally decided a winner here.
Well, there might be a good wild card here because of that. Only 2 points on the skill shot.
Yeah, so far he is the leader with 41. But wow, first guy I've seen made the skill shot. I thought we were going to go into extra holes.
Our lowest before was a 41, and he had a 41, and he lost.
I know, that's great. Our record is now 40 by Cashion on winner, and we just like to thank Flamin' Raymond anyway. Even though it's not official sponsorship, he does provide us with great many video services, as with Mike Randolph's Wonder World.
I hope you guys tune in to see Game 2 with our mystery contestant.
And Patty Traybird, who we met earlier in the course of Game 5.
Once again, the final score of the Nordonia Open, first round, Game 5. Brad Cashion, 40. Colin Murphy, 41. Now, let's go to Game 6.